Hey, where you lead, I will follow anywhere that you tell me to lead, where you lead me to be with you.
Please, Luke. Please, please, please.
How many cups have you had this morning?
None.
Plus?
5, but yours is better.
You have a problem.
Yes, I do.
Junkie.
Angel, you've got wings, baby.
Luke. Yeah. 11.
You make that look really good.
Oh, it is really good. It's the best coffee in town.
Oh, yeah? I'll have to get a cup.
Good plan.
Yeah, I've never been here before. Just passing through on my way to Hartford.
You're a regular Jack Kerouac.
Yeah. Hey, you mind if I sit down?
Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm meeting someone, so
I'm Joey.
Okay.
What, you don't have a name?
No, I do have a name. I'm really meeting someone, so.
So I guess I should get going.
So soon?
What?
I'm just screwing with your mind, Joey. It's nice to meet you. Enjoy Hartford.
Enjoy a coffee. Mystery woman.
I like that.
Hey, it's freezing.
Oh, what do you need? Hot tea? Coffee?
Lip gloss.
Aha. I have vanilla chocolate strawberry and toasted marshmallow.
Anything in there not resembling a breakfast cereal?
Yes. It has no smell, but it changes colors with your mood.
God, RuPaul doesn't need this much makeup.
Well, you're crabby.
I'm sorry. I lost my Macy Gray CD and I need caffeine.
Oh, I have your CD.
Thief?
Sorry. And I will get you some coffee. What? It's not for me. It's for Rory, I swear.
You're shameless.
Look, Officer Krupke, she's right at that table, right over there.
Right.
Oh, he's got quite a pair, this guy. Thanks.
Yeah, I've never been through it before.
Oh, you have to.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. You really like my table, don't you?
I was just,
Getting to know my daughter.
Are you my new daddy?
Wow. You do not look old enough to have a daughter. No, I mean it. And you do not look like a daughter.
That's possibly very sweet of you. Thanks.
So, daughter. You know, I am traveling with a friend.
She's 16.
Bye.
Drive safe.
Okay, who wants to start?
I just want to say that I didn't know if we were supposed to be like reading the comments on the videos, but the first comment on the clip that we watched was, "Luke looks so young and hot here."
They're right.
And I was like, as opposed to like every other episode.
Right, he always looks
I was like,
hot.
that's kind of
So, I mean, he does look young, though.
They all look 10 years younger because they filmed the pilot 27 years before the rest of the show.
It's been 85 years.
Yeah.
I think Rory.
I've done my way.
I don't notice any of that except for like Rory and Lorelai's voice. Their voices change so much throughout the series. It's like, I think that Lorelai's is really high at the beginning and then gets progressively low, and then maybe Rory's is like low and then gets higher.
I think that's true,
crazy.
actually.
She actually looks older in the pilot than she does for like the rest of season 1.
I disagree. She looks so like her complexion is.
Well, yeah, she looks like
baby's
a
bottom.
cherub.
Yeah, she looks baby. But like she looks older.
Baby is what you just said.
She looks baby.
I know, and I stand by it.
Yeah, no, but they all look really good, except for the guy, obviously, who looks very bad. The guy who hit her.
Scary.
Also,
You're a regular Jack Kerouac.
I've watched this clip so many times, but I didn't know this.
Kerouac.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Jack Black?
An American icon. He is in this.
He's an extra. What were you saying, Ange?
I was saying that I watched this so many times, and I've always thought that, like, the guy who was hitting on her was, like, just being, like, gross, and the friend was being like, oh my gosh, don't do this. But then I noticed it.
Yeah,
before he first goes over, he looks to his friend, and his friend is like, yeah, like, you should do it. And then he goes around, and I'm like, no, you should have told your guy to stand down. Obviously, she's way out of his league.
And then when he goes, you know, I'm traveling with a friend, his friend
turns around like, hey, what's up?
I love his expression when they leave. The, like, other guy's like, I don't know. It's the most, like...
I know. Ooh.
Where you leave.
I will say, like, everyone thinks that Rory's super good girl from the beginning, which she is, but also she's super sassy. Like, is it just me? Or, because her first line is like, do you have anything in there that doesn't resemble a breakfast cereal? It's like, I don't know. She has this sass to her that I'm like, honey.
She's super sassy, actually. I feel like she's one of those people who, like, with adults, she's super kind, like, super sweet, super, like, soft-spoken, and then with other people...
you mean like you?
Whoa.
Alrighty.
The viewers can decide.
Bonafide roast.
Thank you. I'm on fire. Okay.
That's not true. That was just you in high school.
No, it's true.
Okay.
We know it's true.
Anyway. Okay. Anyway. But yeah, her, like, true self is, like, sassy, and, like, she really doesn't take crap from a lot of people. Like, you see it in the scenes, like, at Chilton, which she's getting made fun of. She, like, finally is, like...
Yeah, that's true.
Like, stop. Especially with Tristan.
She's a dynamic character. I think also we should talk about, since we're doing the first scene, we should talk about... We love a circle?
I don't know. I like triangles better, but go on.
This is a podcast about shape. This is actually about geometry. I was gonna say, like, I think we should talk about the reasons that people don't like Gilmore Girls. They need to be addressed.
What
Not
are
the
the
people,
reasons?
but, like,
I
the
don't talk to
reasons.
anyone
I've
who
never heard
doesn't
of
like
somebody
Gilmore
not
Girls.
liking Gilmore Girls.
I think
No, people... Okay, like, I think we have a friend who thinks that Gilmore Girls is, like, very slow. And,
That's, yeah.
Which I get, but, like, I feel like that's, like, the point. It's her whole life. It's
Lauren
Rory's,
Graham's
like...
memoir is literally entitled Talking Fast.
They talk fast, but it's just, like... I mean, she grows. It's literally, like, day by day. It's not... Like, a lot of, like, shows will do, like... Every episode is, like, months have passed. Like, things are moving quick, but this one is, like... Literally, like, every season is, like, a year of school, and she starts, like... very young. She starts in what, like 10th grade or something, or 11th grade, or
yeah, that's true.
So
and she ends at, like, after college, right?
Yeah.
Or she finishes college.
No, she ends when she's like 22. Or
no,
actually,
the
yeah,
last
she
like
graduated
one of the
from
last
college.
episodes she's like graduating.
Yeah,
So you just have to like
But at
really
least-
love the characters, and I feel like if you don't vibe with the characters, if you don't like see yourself in them, or like I don't know, see a friend of yours in that, like it's not. You wouldn't want to watch it because it's their whole lives. If you really have to be dedicated to like who they are as characters.
I agree with that, and I was also thinking it's definitely a character-based show. That's why I like it, and I feel like that's why so many people like it. But I was also thinking, like, within the context of the decade that it was filmed in, like the early 2000s, kind of like it was created in the, like, really late 90s, I guess. The shows that I've seen from that era, like, I'm watching Buffy right now, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and then I finished, like, that show that I was telling you about, My So-Called Life, that was kind of like the vibe. I don't know. I think the pacing was just a lot slower for some reason. Like all three of those shows kind of have like the same pacing in terms of like story and characters.
I feel like that's very telling. Let me just get deep for a sec. I feel like that's very telling of how we are as a society, you know? We're always, like, wanting the next thing, need technology to be faster and faster. If we don't get that good plot twist, plot line real quick, we're out.
That's true.
But
These
that's the
kids
beauty. That's the beauty of the
today.
old shows. You get to like experience people's lives with them. That's what I love about Gilmore Girls. I mean, I didn't watch Gilmore Girls when it started, obviously. Like, I watched it when it, like, got on Netflix and, like, later, like, when we first started high school or something. But it was, like,
Because you weren't born. Oh, no, you were a baby.
Yeah. But it was, like, growing up with her, which was really sweet. Except it was, like, growing up with her in, like, 4 months, because that's how long it took me to watch, like, every episode.
But when I started watching it, that's it. Like, when I started watching it, I was Rory's age. So it felt like, I don't know. It kind of felt like I was living that life.
Yeah.
So I related to it.
Hey, Ariel, I wonder if you freeze on my screen, if you freeze in this video that I'm recording, because you're frozen right now.
Oh, I can't even see. Oh, Ariel's just gray for me. Hello?
Oh, she's gone!
She's gone.
She didn't like it. She didn't like our conversation. She wasn't having it. Honestly, while she's gone, and we're not talking about anything substantial, this seems like a good time to address this pic that I have of Jess in the back.
Love. He looks like he's a part of the wall. Like, that isn't a poster.
Yeah, the light is shining right on
it
it.
looks like a poster.
But I need everyone to know that I'm actually Teen Logan. For those of you who've seen the show, you freaking know why. For those of you who have seen the show and don't know why, I hate you. Anyway, oh, she's back!
Hello?
She's
My Wi-Fi just shut off.
Quickly say something about the show before you disappear again!
Yes.
Let's talk about the opening. Any thoughts?
There she goes.
Yeah.
We love the song. Love it.
Mm-hmm. Do you love the song? It's by the La-Las. I hate myself.
Also, Gilmore Girls loves like wide shots like that, like panning wide shots. So I think it's like makes sense. Well, because the show is centered around like the town, so I guess it would make sense that it would be like the shots would try to show that.
Yeah, I have something. There have never, ever been that many people walking around in Stars Hollow than there was in that very first shot. There's not even that many people who live in the whole town.
They said, hire everyone. We gotta make this seem like a poppin' place. And then after we fill it, they went, okay, we don't have the budget for this.
That's so true. Wait, I didn't notice how many people were like walking around.
So many.
I love how every big defining characteristic, like we were talking about with Rory being super sassy, is like shown in this very first scene. I think it's like the perfect first scene. Everything just works so well. You see like Lorelai's addiction to caffeine, how she's had 5 cups already, and like how
and it's 7:30 in the morning.
Yep.
Yeah. So we know that Rory's on her way to school because it's like a weekday morning. And she's like running late. We know that school starts at 8 o'clock. So we know that it's at least 7:30 in the morning. And who has 5 cups of coffee before 7:30 in the morning?
Ariel, speak for
Somebody with a
yourself.
caffeine addiction, that's who.
Yeah, I don't know
yourself,
when you drink your coffee, but all my coffee consumption is before 7 a.m. So that's how you
I
know.
have 20
before 7 a.m.
25 Nespresso cups that I jam into my machine.
Nespresso.
I don't know what I'm
Sorry,
saying.
I
French
don't drink
press.
Nespresso. I only drink Nesquik.
Isn't that chocolate milk?
Yes, it is. That's my caffeine
Okay,
intake.
perfect.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
wait. The line that Rory says, it's like RuPaul doesn't need that much makeup.
I was gonna say that.
She was like, shout out to RuPaul.
Hey, shout out. I was thinking besides her, oh my gosh, besides Lane and her mom, those are like, and oh my gosh, what is his name? Michelle, yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
They're like the only people of like color and like a different ethnicity that are like in the
Yeah.
show. So yeah, and then I mean, as the season go on, they just add more and more characters, and none of the main characters are ever people of color besides Lane and her mom. So good for them. Shout out for them for being the only minorities. And Michelle,
Yes,
that's true. Michelle stays constant throughout the whole show. Love him. That's good.
Who are our favorite characters? Since we're on the first scene, we're at the beginning of it all.
I love
feel like
all
we
the
should-
characters.
You have to pick one.
Well, that Jess poster on your wall says otherwise.
That's funny because while you were
We
out,
talked about
while
that.
you got kicked out, we talked about it.
Dang it.
You were escorted
I
off
thought
the
that was like
premises.
a seamless like segue.
No, sorry. I literally was like, hey, while Ariel's out, we can't talk about anything substantial. But anyway.
Wow.
Okay, I'm not gonna go based off like who I think is most attractive because we all know who I'm gonna say, if that's the case. I think my favorite character is Kirk, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, Kirk.
And I just think
Should
it's
we give little
hilarious.
descriptions if people haven't seen?
Yeah.
Kirk is just
No.
No, I just
Kirk weird.
he is weird.
That's all I have to say.
The funniest
Kirk?
part though
Me.
is the the actor plays so many different characters in like the first couple episodes before he actually becomes Kirk. He like has all these different names and all these different jobs, and he's just a different person every time, and it's so weird because when he actually has an established character, Kirk, he's like Kirk does like so many odd jobs, so it's just so weird. They were like, let's just give him a name now, for real. And it was just very
We
sick.
like Sean Gunn.
They liked him.
So we might as well put him in the show.
They had a lot of weird, like, casting choices that they changed, like
Tristan.
Or I think, yes, and Paris was gonna be, or Liza Whale, I think that's how you say her name. She was, like, auditioned for Rory, and then she didn't get it, but then they brought her on the show, made a character just for her.
That's so sweet.
Because they liked her so much.
Yeah, thank God, honestly, because that's amazing. I love her a
Paris
lot.
is a great character. She's, like, up there for me. Oh, God. Wait, Ariel, who's your favorite character?
I don't know.
What's it? First thing that comes to your mind? Oh, yeah.
Lorelai. Just because I'm Lorelai and my mom is Rory. So I've never seen two characters that more embody mine and my mother's relationship, except it's completely switched.
I love that.
Well, people talk about that a lot. People are always like, Lorelai is the child and Rory's the mother in the relationship, and I think that's so true.
Which also is like is bad. Is seen as like a bad thing, right? Like when you say it just like that, but then you look at the relationship, and it's not that like Rory has to take care of her mom, like, you know, as like a mother should be taking care of her child, and like her mom is like letting her down and like being super selfish. It's just that like their personalities, like Rory's just more responsible, but that doesn't like Lorelai never like neglects Rory. Like it's a very beautiful relationship how they're like best friends, but like Lorelai's still the mom, and she says that a couple times in the show when she talks about playing the mom card and how she like never has to do it because they're like Rory is like always super responsible and always like knows what's like best to do basically, but sometimes Lorelai has to be the mom, which I think is cool to see because you see the relationship like in a different way, that it's still mother and child. That was a weird way to say it. It's still mom and daughter.
My favorite character, I've made the decision, although there are many, I'm gonna say Emily Gilmore,
really?
the matriarch of the Gilmore family. She's
really amazing.
Like probably the most complex character on the show, and
true.
She's so like witty. Has this evil stepmother vibe about her, which is so interesting, and she does like bad stuff in the series, but also she loves like Lorelai and Rory so much, and I don't know. I think she's so funny.
Yeah, I like don't even think about that until you realize that like Lorelai is really funny. Lorelai and Rory are both really witty and funny, and you think that like maybe it just kind of like happened with them, but then you watch Emily and she's like you were saying, she's super witty, and you're like, oh my gosh, they all get it from her. She's just not as like free about it.
Yeah. Paris is up there for me too. I love
Paris and her squad, honestly. Those two girls, Madeline and what's the other one's name?
Louise, Madeline and Louise.
Yeah, I've never been through it before.
Oh, you have to.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. You really like my table, don't you?
I was just,
Getting to know my daughter.
Are you my new daddy?
Wow. You do not look old enough to have a daughter. No, I mean it. And you do not look like a daughter.
That's possibly very sweet of you. Thanks.
My favorite line in that entire scene, because they have such good like witty comebacks immediately, and they feed off of each other so well, and Rory just goes, "Are you my new daddy?"
That's amazing. I love it so much.
Gosh, incredible.
I love when he's leaning over the table. He says, "Haven't been through it," and Lorelai comes around and she's like, "Oh, you have to."
Yes, you have.
It's so
His
good.
voice, there's something about like the pitch of his voice that just like sends shivers up my spine. It's like, hey,
Up your spine?
yeah, I've never shivers up my spine. That's a phrase.
Down your
But like, it's okay. Whatever. Go ahead.
Shivers up. Shivers sideways.
Spiders crawling
and
up
diagonally.
my back. Spiders crawling down my back. 2 big spikes. 2 big spikes. 1 tiny.
It's just
blue.
so breathy. His voice is so breathy.
Yeah.
And it's scary.
Yeah, like-
Not scary, but just
Also,
like he's trying
stupid.
so hard.
Did you notice every time
He's trying
Lorelai
so
like
hard.
said something like a joke, he'd be like, "What?"
What?
She's like,
I love that. That is true to life, baby.
Well, I guess I'll
True
go
to
then.
life.
So soon?
"What?"
I love
Okay.
mystery women. Mystery woman.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like
that's
Ian
that.
calls
I hate
her.
that part. It's my least favorite. If he called me that, I'd go, "Ugh." Okay. No, thank you. Bye.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna call you that from now on.
No, thank you.
Mystery
Changing your
woman.
name in my phone as we speak.
No.
Getting cozy with my daughter.
Oh, ew.
I thought she said getting to know my daughter.
Yeah, because getting cozy is too gross.
Getting cozy.
Getting cozy with my daughter.
Wait, what does he say?
You were just getting to know my daughter.
Know you.
Oh!
Getting to know all.
Wow, I said that line wrong.
Oh,
Oh Ow! Ouch!
Honestly, I feel like this is a good excuse for me to start rewatching it, so I probably will.
Lost my earbud.
Because every time I watch
Oh my
it,
god, Ariel's not in the shot. Oh! You know what? We're gonna end it on that. We're gonna end it on that. Angelina, bring us home. And by
Take
bring
us
us home, I mean end.
I'm gonna kick you all out of the Zoom now. Did you find it, Ariel?
No.
Oh, awesome. Okay, well, guys, make sure to turn off your audio.
Peace and love.
Bye. Till next time. Gimme Gilmore.
Give me that leg.
It's just cheesy enough.
Perfect.
Give me Gilmore.
Okay, goodbye. I'm kicking
Bye.
everyone off now. End meeting for all.
Where you